Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Salem. We are so glad that you are here, whether present in the building or joining us online. My name is Jen Bay, and I am the steward of the Trillium Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans. Our service is presented today by members of this chapter, including Edward Bay, Arrhiannon Kirkpatrick, Brian Kirkpatrick, Danielle Shear, and Meg Green. Sarah Pickett is the celebrant, David Yako, and the musician Grace Curran is the cantor. Our format today is a bit different from most of our services. It is led by members whose spiritual practices are earth and nature-based. They are polytheistic, and today we are celebrating the Celtic pagan holiday called Imbolc, which approximately halfway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. This is called a cross-quarter day, and it has historically been celebrated in Ireland, Scotland, England, and Wales, and the Isle of Man for centuries. It was Christianized by the Catholic Church as to be recognized as the feast day for the Saint Bridget, which is loosely based off of the goddess Bridget. Beginning in 2023, in Ireland, Imbolc was named and recognized as a national public holiday, celebrated throughout the Republic of Ireland. It is a time of rebirth, emerging hope, as a whisper of life and heralding the coming spring, bringing life renewed in the shadow of the darks of winter. We will incorporate some pagan practices in our service today, including setting a circle, calling the elements and the directions, and calling upon deity. You are welcome to stand and face the directions if that is your practice, as we set the circle of protection and sacred space, and you might also respond with hail and welcome. As we release the quarters, you may also choose to face the directions and respond with hail and farewell. Please feel free to participate as much or as little as you feel comfortable. So if you are ready, please rise in body, in voice, or in spirit to join in singing our gathering hymn, number 181.
Good morning. I'm not Grace Curran, I'm Barbara. That's okay. This is a round, and I will sing it through once. You're probably familiar with it, many of you. And then we'll start here, and Tom will lead part two. But first, let's all sing it together. Come, come, whoever you are, 188 in the great hymnal on the wall. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Over here. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Come yet again, come.
We cast this circle in honor of air. Stay calm and blow gently. Do not gale. We cast this circle in honor of fire. Bring warmth from the sun. We cast this circle in honor of water. Stay within your banks and flow gently. Do not flood. We cast this circle in honor of earth. Stay firm beneath our feet and do not quake.
For the air, from the breath of the goddess to the soft breezes against our cheeks, to the wind that pushes the sails and the hurricanes bringing floods, be our inspiration and aspiration, the breath of life and the sweetness of dew-soaked air. Great Eagle, bless us with your gift of feeling winter's last chill winds as we celebrate this sacred Imbolc. We ask you to bless us and protect us, and to please be with us this hour. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
For the fire, the energy of the sun which empowers us, the heat of passion, the hearth fire to warm the body and soul. Be the spark of light that guides us. Be the source of heat that gives us life and catalyst for change. Great dragon, bless us with your gift of seeing the bright cold sun as we celebrate this sacred Imbolc. We ask you to bless us and protect us, and to please be with us in this hour. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
For the water, the ebb and flow of the oceans and rivers, the blood flowing through our veins, the gentle fluid before our birth. Be the flowing water that surrounds us, the gentle waves that rocks us like a baby, the sprinkle of mists on foggy mornings. Give our feeling and dreams the base for growth. Great well, bless us with your gift of hearing the cleansing rains. As we celebrate this sacred Imbolc, we ask you to bless us and protect us, and to please be with us this hour. Hail and welcome.
For the earth, from the sands that are a part of the stones that are a part of the rocks that are a part of the mountains which form the lands of our earth, be our strength and sacred ground beneath our feet. Great Bear, Earth Mother, bless us with your gift of smelling the still soil in waiting as we celebrate this sacred Imbolc. We ask you to bless us and protect us, and to please be with us in this hour. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Spirit, entwine with us and around us. Keep us safe and secure as we walk through our days and dream through our nights. Give us the tools to reach our full potential, no matter how young or old we may be. We never stop growing. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Lady of the oceans, Mother Pacific, goddess of our tribes, we invite you to join us in our rite. We light this chalice for our congregation in unity and in love. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Lord of the woodlands, Father Mountain, gods of our tribes, we invite you to join us in our rite. We light the chalice for our partner church in Transylvania in unity and in love. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Children of the earth, youth growing and being, we invite you to join us in our rite. We light this lantern for the young, in unity and in love. Hail and welcome. Hail and welcome. Please join us as we sing these flames to life.
Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy.
Now, will you please join us in saying our affirmation that we say every week? Love is our doctrine. Compassion is our way. Here we seek to create a joyful home for free religious education. Build a community of caring fellowship, nurture the hopes, and serve the needs of our world.
If children or young at heart would like to come forward, we have a story to share with you today. Hi, everybody. I have a book to share with you today. This book is a myth. Do you know what a myth is? No. A myth is a story that might have happened or might not have happened, and it usually helps to tell or understand something that might have happened. This story is a creation myth, which means it's trying to tell you about how the world and the universe might have come to be. We aren't quite sure. But here's one modern take on it, and it's called Big Mama Makes the World. And I'm sure the kids will like it, but I'll bet some of you adults are going to like it too. The pictures are pretty big, so they're pretty easy to see. When Big Mama made the world, she didn't mess around. There was water everywhere. And Big Mama saw what needed to be done all right. She rolled up her sleeves and went to it. Wasn't easy either, with all that little baby sitting on her hip. Didn't stop Big Mama, though. Not for a minute. Light, said Big Mama. And you better believe there was light. Dark, said Big Mama. And there was dark just as big as the light. You two got work to do, Big Mama said. Don't you be fooling around none. Then she looked at the light, and she looked at the dark, and she looked at that little baby looking at the light and the dark, and smiling and cooing. And Big Mama said, "That's good. That's real good." And that's how the first day went by. Next day, Big Mama looked around. "Can't tell my up from my down," said Big Mama. "Better have some sky here." And there it was, one big sky wrapping over everything, soft and blue as a baby's blanket. Wasn't much else yet, but water and light and dark and sky, all doing what Big Mama wanted them to do. And Big Mama, she was pleased all right. "That's good," she said. That's real good. And that's how the second day went by. Next day, Big Mama looked around some more and she said, got me some light, got me some dark, but I still can't tell what time of day it is. How am I going to know when it's morning? Evening. Time to put the baby down for a nap. Big Mama, she wanted to know all right, and anything Big Mama wants, Big Mama gets. That's just how it goes. Son, said Big Mama, you take care of this day business for me. Moon, said Big Mama, you take care of the night. Big Mama made the stars, too, just in case old Moon overslept sometime. And Big Mama looked at the sun and the moon and the stars filling up her sky just in time for little baby's nap. And Big Mama nodded, and she smiled, and she said, that's good. That's real good. And that's how the third day went by. Next morning, Big Mama got up with the sun, and she said, I need a place to put my feet down when they need putting down. So she knew there'd be some foot putting down when the baby of hers got to growing up a little. Earth, said Big Mama, get over here. And it did. All one big ball of mud it was. Nothing much to look at, but baby liked it all right. Just the way it was. But Big Mama wasn't finished quite yet. Need some grass to wiggle my toes in, said Big Mama. Some big old shade trees for hanging a hammock, papayas and oranges and boysenberries for eating up. And that's how it was then. Just like Big Mama said, little baby sucking on a mango, and the grass and the trees and the fruit all over the place. Like somebody tipped over a fruit stand. Big Mama, she looked at all that earth and she said, that's good. That's real good. And that's how the fourth day went by. Now, lots of folks would be plenty pleased, but Big Mama, she doesn't quit. She doesn't quit a job till it's done and done right. So Big Mama looked at all that water and earth and trees and sky and sun and moon and stars, and she said, awful quiet down there. Better have some whales. Better have some birds. Better have some fish. And that's exactly what happened, all right. Pretty soon, there were more whales and catfish and mockingbirds and crows than a baby could shake a stick at. Which a little baby could do if a little baby wanted to, since Big Mama had already made all those trees full of sticks. Big Mama looked at all that action and she said, that's good. That's real good. And that's how the fifth day went by. Big Mama was about ready to be done with it all. Making a world was a lot of work, what with the laundry piling up and the dishes needing doing. So she figured she better finish things all in one big bang. I need me some creepers and crawlers, said Big Mama. Some runners and jumpers, some diggers and divers. Everybody else wants to get created. This here's your chance. Hedgehogs and night crawlers, raccoons and garter snakes, rabbits and polar bears. That's how Big Mama made them all, with one big bang. Big Mama still wasn't done. Oh, no. I'm lonely, said Big Mama. Who's going to sit at the front porch and swap stories with me? None of these creepers and crawlers, not these diggers and divers, they're all good all right, but not one of them can tell a story worth a plug nickel. And all this little baby can say so far is goo goo gaga. I need some folks to keep me company. So Big Mama, she scooped up some of that leftover mud, and she pushed and she pulled and she poked and she pried, and the next thing you know, there were folks everywhere. Big folks and little folks, fat folks and thin folks, all kinds of shades of folks. And every one of those folks had a story to swap with Big Mama. "That's good," said Big Mama. "That's real good." And that's how the 6th day went by, and Big Mama and all of those folks sitting on the front porch and gabbing while the sun went down. But Big Mommy was ready for a rest, all right, ready to bundle up with that little baby of hers in that big blue blanket of sky. But Big Mama had one more thing to do. She lined up all those folks and said, "This is a real nice world we got here, and you better take some good care of it. I'm taking a day off to rest now, but I'll be keeping an eye on you." And that's what Big Mama said, all right, and you better believe she meant it. So every once in a while, when she's burping the baby, or making cookies, or rocking that little baby to sleep, Big Mama looks down and says, "Better straighten up down there." And every so often, Big Mama looks down on this nice little world she made, and she nods, and she smiles, and she says, "That's good. That's real good." And that's the end. What did you think? Did you like that story? Now, I know we're going to make a love arch that you guys can go back and play in the back of the room or go sit with your parents. Can we do that, folks? Make a little love arch for the kids to go. Ready?
Wherever you walk in love. Wherever you walk in peace. Wherever you walk in beauty all around you. Our hearts go with you. Wherever you walk in love. Wherever you walk in peace. Wherever you walk in beauty all around you. Our hearts go with you.
Bridget, patroness of the healers, of poets and bards, of magicians, protector of the earth, mistress of the forge and goddess of warriors, we honor her in all of her aspects as inspiration, beauty, knowledge, skill, and life itself. The moon and the sun are hers. We are humbled on this day of remembrance, and we welcome her presence here. Imbolc is associated with the Celtic goddess Bridget, also known as Saint Bridget, Brid, and other words that have been used to name her. She is a triune goddess, meaning that she has 3 distinct aspects, that of maiden, the mother, and the crone. As the maiden, she reflects inspiration and poetry. She is often seen as the patroness of the arts. As the mother, she is the midwife and healer. She is often seen as the nurturing presence. As the crone, she is responsible for the hearth fires, for the smitheries, and for crafts. And as she is seen as a warrior goddess with spear and arrow. According to legend, on Bridget's Day, now identified as February 2nd, The fires were kindled in honor of her, and a rowan rod was placed in its center. If the goddess was pleased with the fire, the family might find the mark of a swan or a goose near the hearth, bringing blessings of increased fertility in crops, lambs, and perhaps human children. The green man, young and fertile, patron of the hunters, of seekers and finders, protector of the forest, master of the hunt, and the young god of nature, is often a companion of the goddess. We also honor him in all of his many aspects as a symbol of fertility and rebirth, as the countryside awakens and blooms, bringing the returning to the hedgerows. We have some symbols associated with the goddess Bridget on our altar today. These include the brazier, the pitcher, the chalice, corn or wheat, and the Bridget's cross, all placed here to be infused with the energy of this congregation and with the light. Gracious Bridget, we are honored with your presence here with us today. Hail and welcome. Hail.
Good morning. My name is Margaret Gregg, and I'm one of your Lifelines lay ministers. Lifelines lay ministers are members of UUCS who are here to help people in times of need. We can be identified by our lavender stoles and badges. You can reach out to us by visiting the Lifelines table in Hanneman Hall each Sunday after the service, or by using the contact information printed on the order of service. I'm standing in for Annie, who is not feeling all that well today. So each week when we gather for worship, we share the joys and sorrows of members of this community. As I read them, we'll light a candle to symbolize the truth that is shared and to remind us that we hold together and bring more light of understanding and compassion to us all. We've got 2 sorrows and a joy to share today. The first one comes from Red Jewel. She wants us to pray for her grandma Teresa. Her cancer is back, stage 4. This is hard for the family. Lois has sorrow for what's happening in the world, and joy that so many people are out there paying attention and caring. And I think we're thinking of Minnesota now. There is a joy from Edward Bay. After months of hard work, after unemployment, and with the help of my wife, Jen, we have completed all the paperwork to open our business. We wish you luck. And we light one final candle to remind us of the joys and sorrows kept in our hearts and remaining unspoken. I wish you all a wonderful week.
We gather here as a community, one family to share in the joys of life and the challenges we face, both as individuals and as a community. We share in the needs of our world, hoping that somehow, someday, we will be in a community of equity, equality, justice, and peace. We invite you to send your energies to yourself, to your family and friends, and to all humanity to grant what should be inherent to everyone. we make a call for peace. May there be peace in the north. May there be peace in the east. May there be peace in the south. May there be peace in the west. We who are gathered here, we call for peace in our hearts and minds. We who are gathered here, we call for peace towards fellow beings. We who are gathered here, we call for peace in this land. We who are gathered here, we call for peace on our planet Earth.
Friends, join us for a few moments of meditation. Sit comfortably, your back against your chair, your feet as flat as they feel comfortable. Move your body, perhaps roll your shoulders, neck relaxed. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the air move around you and through you. Feel your blood moving through your veins, pulsing gently. Feel the earth beneath you, beneath the floor and foundation of this building. Feel the warmth of love surrounding you. Breathe in. Come home to your body. Breathe out. Take a moment for yourself, here and now, and ground yourself. Picture yourself in a safe and stable place. Relax your body and mind. Center yourself and look inward. Look to your core, to your heart's place. Feel yourself safe and secure, relaxed, breathing in and breathing out. Now allow yourself to imagine. Imagine yourself under the ground like a small animal or a seed or a shoot from your favorite plant. The earth has cradled you through a long sleep, and now you feel warmth all around you. Your senses know something is about to happen. You feel great anticipation. Feel the roots springing from you and pushing deep into the earth. Feel the light, hear the movement, feel yourself reaching upwards towards the light. Smell the fresh air all around. Take a moment to experience this dark becoming light, this quiet becoming sound, this coolness becoming warm. Now, imagine emerging from this darkness into the light. Feel the energy in your bones, your muscles, in your veins. Take your hands and lift them like a flower pushing through the earth, like a baby stretching with life, and lift them over your head if you are able or out in front of you. Let your arms circle you like a personal hug. Feel the energy moving through you. Bring your attention back to this room, to this place. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Smile at your neighbor. Let this be a time for your new beginning.
The weather is changing. The crocuses and the daffodils are sprouting from the damp earth. Other plants are beginning to bud, and there are buds emerging on the branches of the trees. Birds are singing their mating songs and preparing nests. On farms, lambs and calves are welcome to the world on wobbly legs. There's tremendous power in new beginnings. It cannot be halted, the newness of spring. Our ancient ancestors knew that the snows would melt away, that the rains would cease, and that spring would come. This is a time of transition. We know deep within each of us that the time for growth approaches. We have spent the winter in our cozy homes, warm and dry, and we waited for light to lengthen the day. We pruned our rose bushes and the shrubs last fall to encourage new growth. We're planting our gardens and thinking about the seeds, and we watch for the buds to open on the trees. Imbolc is also known as Candlemas, a time when candles were used all up during the winter, during the dark times. They were burned out. Just a little lump of wax left over, and new candles would be needed to give light for the work that had yet to be completed. The idea of giving light resonates with most people. We can see the daylight growing longer, and there is less night, less darkness. So for a moment, let's focus on the darkness and watch the light grow. I light the first candle. This is for Breed, the goddess of fire. Focus on winter's cold melting away in the warmth of increasing sunlight, and imagine the light piercing winter's dark. I light the second candle. This is for Breed, the goddess of the forge, metalworking and the hearth. Imagine the heat that is required for molding iron and keeping the home warm and safe. Focus on welcoming the coming spring and the wheel of turning. I light the third candle. This is for Bree, the goddess of healing, of the earth and dawn. It's a clean slate that may bring you closer to your dreams. Focus on the magic of the beginning of new life. I light the fourth candle. This is for Breed as the goddess of women and childbirth. Imagine your own birth and mother and your need for mothering. Focus on your relationship with someone who mothers you, making you vulnerable. I light the fifth candle. This is for Breed as the goddess of wisdom, learning, and education. Imagine the unknown and the lessons you have yet to learn. Cultivate humility even as you recognize your own accomplishments. Focus on your spiritual path and the truth that you have yet to discover. I light the 6th candle. This is for Bree, the goddess of prophecy and transformation. Imagine the unknown and the lessons you have yet to learn. Be thankful for the knowledge and the challenges you have met. Cultivate humility even as you recognize those accomplishments. I light the 7th candle. This is for Breed and the goddess of the eternal flame. Focus on things you want to change, material things, physical things, spiritual things, knowing the light in you burns always to make a positive impact. I light the 8th candle. This is for Bree as the goddess of the sacred well and healing. Imagine the things that need to heal, the wounds, the hurts, the suffering on our planet, rifts in relationship, the state of affairs that cause pain. Focus on the best possible outcome for situations without control or influence. I light the 9th candle. This is for Breed as the goddess of the written word and the whistle. Whistles are very important right now. Imagine the protection of the vulnerable, especially women and those marginalized, and the power of the written word for all humanity. Focus on whatever inspires you in work and play, and for growing peace in all things and ways. Take a moment. Look at the candlelight. Breathe in. Breathe out.
This is the time of the Festival of Torches, when every lamp blazes and shines. It is a time to welcome the god whose spark began at Yule on the winter solstice, and to celebrate the goddess who is the maiden ready to blossom into motherhood. The earth has rested under a mantle of sleep. The land has been wrapped in winter. Chilled air and frost has enveloped the earth. Now it is releasing its grasp. The light increases every day. Spring will come. The ground will nurture the life that slumbers beneath the surface. Trees will leaf. Flowers will burst and bloom. Vegetables will grow and ripen. Animals will give birth and birds will hatch. The wheel has turned once again. Another season is passing, and the next is beginning. We have left the darkness behind. We are all a part of nature. We are of the earth. We are of the air. We are of the fire, and we are of the water. We are the spirit of change and of justice. Please join me in the simple chant, number 387 in the gray hymnals. We will repeat it 3 times, but you can please remain seated. The great Mother Earth provided for us through the spring, the summer, the autumn, and now even through the winter. Grain stored sustained our ancestors, as well as dried fruits and nuts, nourishing the tribe even as the winter dragged on and fresh food grew scarce. Take a moment and think of the time to come when the earth will once again glow with the bounty of nature, when fields will be filled with nourishment and abundance will be evident. We get our foods fresh and frozen, canned and boxed, year-round in stores, unlike those long time ago. We can remember the hardships they faced and understand the connections they had with the land and nature. They may not have been as kind or caring or as concerned with justice and equity as we are now, and yet we are here because of them. The elements work together and provide air for us to breathe, land for our homes, warmth and water, which are essential for life. Without water, we would not be. Our ancestors were grateful for the rains and the snows, for water which gave all of them, for life itself. Take a moment and think of those who came before you and who brought us what we have in our heritage. Think of our families and friends, those we keep close, those who we call home. Think of those we love, regardless of who they are, who they were.
Those who are family, sometimes by birth and sometimes by choice. The air, the fire, the water, the earth bind us as humans, bring us together, and keep us grounded. We have many generations behind us and many generations yet to come. Be blessed in all you do and honor the land, the air, the water, and each other every day.
We exist to not just take care for ourselves, but to offer mutual support for each other. For together we are stronger, more resilient, and we just had more fun. We do this through our compassion, love, action, and even through the offering of money to support organizations that hold our values dear. This includes pledges to UUCS to sustain this community, and each month we focus on an organization in the greater Salem area to help support. This month, that recipient is the Marion Polk Food Share. The Marion Polk Food Share collects and distributes food to a network of more than 100 partner agencies. Support from the community makes it possible for the Food Share to distribute food to meal sites, food pantries, foster homes, low-income daycare centers, shelters, and senior housing sites across the Mid-Valley. They also operate Meals on Wheels in Salem and Kaiser, which delivers meals to seniors and disabled adults, and supports programs that address the root cause of hunger. And although we do support it weekly, for February, perhaps we could offer a little bit more. Please place your offerings in the little red wagon, in bags being passed, or visit the website to donate. Thank you so much. Please join me in saying these words of thanks to the work of this congregation, which is weaving a tapestry of love and action. We dedicate our many gifts, including these offerings. As Arrhiannon takes the light from our community chalice and lights the social justice candle, as a symbolic reminder that we live our values in everything we do.
The time has come to release the flames from these candles and to give the light back to the stars, to the moon, and to the sun. As I extinguish each flame, I ask that you release any anger, fear, sadness, irritation, rage, resentment, ire, exasperation, and disappointment. Let your hearts be light, even if only for a few minutes, and feel the lightness release. And as we release the flames from our chalices, we honor the green man, and we promise to do our part to protect the forests, the glens, and the pastures, to care for all creatures, and to restore the beauty of nature. We honor Bree and are grateful for the gifts that you share, for your promise of life and the fertility of nature. And we honor the children, the future of our life and this planet. Hail and farewell. Hail and farewell.
Spirits, entwine with us and around us. Keep us safe and secure as we walk through our days and dream through our nights. Give us the tools to reach our full potential. No matter how young or old we may be, we never stop growing. Hail and farewell. Hail and farewell.
Earth, give us strength and courage, even in the face of adversity, so that we may realize our fullest potential. Thank you for your presence here today. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Water, flow and carry us with gentle waves, giving us comfort and the emotional power to release our fullest potential. Thank you for your presence here today. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Fire, you warm and transform us with the sparks that fuel our passion and give us the catalyst to realize our fullest potential. We thank you for your presence here today. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Air, send gentle wind and soft breezes to inspire us to grow so that we may realize our fullest potential. Thank you for your presence here today. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell. Oh, okay. So there's one thing I have a bunch of things to bring your attention to, but there's also a question, that I want to answer for some of you. Almost 2 years ago now, or it's getting close to that, Reverend Rick was asked, what is something that would be a nice way for him to potentially be remembered? And his answer was remembering the wonderful stained glass that Gary Swanson did when the building was built. If something additional could be added in the front, wouldn't that be lovely for the congregation? Because, let's face it, it's not bad. Well, the good news is that it's actually occurring. Yes, I know, it's amazing. So absolutely. So the foyer has been painted, which I'm sure you noticed. And then the stained glass windows that Eric and Lauren donated many years ago are safely in the minister's office, and they will be replaced someplace. No worries. But if you notice that there are now X's on some of the windows, no worries. This is a good sign. We like this because that means that work is continuing. And hopefully, I'm looking at Joel now, hopefully on February 22nd, Joel will be able to tell us more, and we will be able to actually see colored glass in those windows. Is that correct, Joel?
You may even be able to see them next Sunday.
Oh, my word. Maybe even next Sunday. Very exciting. So, don't worry, we haven't been broken into. It's good that you see X's, and please don't move them. Thank you. In other news, last week if you were here, you may have noticed that we had this river that was drawn on a piece of paper, kind of talking about our history as a congregation. It is back. So please look at that, add anything that you might like to add. Vicki, I added 2016. I added the year, thank you. And there are little colorful fish. If you so choose, you can write your name on the fish and put it in the river for when you joined UUCS. I realize there'll be more around this time and not so many around 1890, and that's okay. That's okay. Other things to look at are basically in the hot topics, but I just want to point them out to you. There will be discussion workshops on social change now, a guide for reflections and connections, 2/8, 2/15, and 2/22. There's a Valentine's Day Circle Supper sign up for February 14th. There's a bake sale for the late summer, early fall overnight women's retreat on February 15th. And if you have been spiritually felt uplifted by this service, which incorporated members of the Trillium Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans, their next meeting is also February 15th. And then the Stepping Up to the Pledge Drive starts February 22nd with a special soup after service. So if you're bored in February, look at the website. There are things to do. Thank you.
So if you would join me in singing the closing hymn, number 327 in the gray hymnal, Joy, Thou Goddess. Please stand. Joy, thou goddess, fair immortal, offspring of Elysium, met with rapture to the portal of thy holy fane we come. Fashion's lost indeed may sever, but
remain standing. And as we bring this service to a close, there's a sentiment that often closes pagan gatherings. You may have heard it before. If you know the words, you can join in. It goes like this. May this circle be open, but unbroken. May the love of the goddess be always in our hearts. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again.
And now, let's also say our closing words we say each week. May faith in the spirit of life